This is the dream. The Theatre of Dreams, a name that gives you goosebumps, a legendary stadium that holds the echoes of icons. For any player, pulling on that famous red shirt is the pinnacle. Imagine it, the roar of over 70,000 fans at Old Trafford, a symphony of pure adoration. But before the roar of the crowd, there was the quiet of a Slovenian village with barely 2,000 people. Before he was a multi-million-pound striker, he was just a boy with a ball, a kid inspired by his goalkeeper father, and a dream that seemed impossibly big. This is how Benjamin Šeško journeyed from the rolling hills of Rhodesia to the floodlights of Manchester. This is his story. Deep in Slovenia, between the capital Ljubljana and the Croatian border, lies the small town of Radice. It's the kind of place where everyone knows your name, and the local football club is a source of pride. This is where Benjamin Šeško's story begins. Born on May 31st, 2003, his first taste of the game was personal. His dad, Aleš, was a goalkeeper for NK Radice. Every weekend, a young Benjamin was on the sidelines, watching his father play and soaking in the passion of lower league football. Aleš hoped his son might follow in his footsteps as a goalkeeper. He tried to convince him, but Benjamin found standing in goal boring. Basketball caught his attention early. He was already tall for his age, growing towards his 6 feet 5-inch frame. But football was in his blood. At about 6, a local coach spotted his raw talent, and the switch from the court to the pitch set his future. He joined NK Radice at 7. His first coach, Jurnej Češ, saw it instantly. The kid was special. Even against boys a year older, Šeško didn't just hang in there, he dominated. From the beginning, when he joined the club, he showed talent, Češ recalled. Šeško was tall, fast, and had a knack for making things happen. He could decide a match at any time. Armed with a powerful shot, the community nurtured his ability, even pitching in to upgrade training grounds. A town like Radice could only contain him for so long. After a stint at NK Rudar Trbovier, Šeško moved to NK Krško in 2016. Youth coach Rok Zorko shifted him into a striker role, and the spark became a wildfire. In the 2017-18 season, playing for Krško's under-15s, he scored 59 goals in just 23 games. The secret was out. A kid from a small Slovenian town was about to become something special. That record didn't just get noticed in Slovenia, it drew Europe's attention. After a season with NK Domžale, top teams came knocking. At 16, in the summer of 2019, Šeško signed with Red Bull Salzburg, a club famous for developing young talent. This was his big shot, but also his first real test. Moving to a new country as a teenager meant leaving everything behind. He was thrown into the high-pressure world of Red Bull's academy. "I'm very happy on this stage and want to score more and more," he said later, admitting he had to remind himself to be patient when things didn't click. Salzburg had a plan. They loaned him to FC Liefering in Austria's second division. His first season was a grind. 1 goal in 15 games. But in his second season, he exploded, scoring 21 goals in 29 games and finishing as the league's second top scorer. Over 2 years at Liefering, he scored 22 goals in 44 appearances. He had proven he could overcome adversity. In January 2021, at 17, he debuted for Red Bull Salzburg's first team. Comparisons to Erling Haaland began. Šeško was respectful, but firm. "Haaland is a great player, but I want to be Benjamin Šeško." He admired the Norwegian, but wanted his own path. In June 2021, just after his 18th birthday, Šeško debuted for Slovenia's senior team, becoming its youngest ever player. In October 2021, he scored against Malta, becoming Slovenia's youngest ever scorer at 18 years and 4 months. Inspired by Zlatan Ibrahimovic, he was now playing his own game. After helping Salzburg win 3 league titles, Šeško moved to RB Leipzig in 2023 to test himself in the Bundesliga. By the end of his first season, he became the youngest player in Bundesliga history to score in 7 consecutive games at just 20. He set a personal best with 21 goals in all competitions for Leipzig. His size, speed, and skill made him a nightmare for defenders. His acrobatic Zlatan-esque flair only fueled comparisons to his idol, but Šeško stayed grounded. For Slovenia, Šeško became the face of a new golden generation. He was the top scorer in Euro 2024 qualifiers with 5 goals, sending Slovenia to their first Euros in 24 years. At the tournament, he led the line as Slovenia reached the knockout stages for the first time. They eventually fell in the round of 16. But Sesko had become a national symbol. Transfer rumours exploded. Arsenal, Chelsea, and Newcastle United all wanted him. But for Šeško, there was only one team: Manchester United. United's interest had been long running. They'd looked at him in 2019 and again in 2022. In summer 2025, despite huge offers from elsewhere, reports said a deal with United was nearly done. The key was Sesko's will. He wanted United above all else. Newcastle made big bids, but Sesko made it clear Old Trafford was his only destination. By early August 2025, United and RB Leipzig had agreed a fee of around €85 million. The move was awaiting final signatures. Šeško was on his way to the theatre of dreams. From the fields of RB to the stands of Old Trafford, Benjamin Šeško's story is about more than talent. It's about grit, a father's inspiration, a community's belief, and a teenager's courage to leave home at 16 to chase a dream. It's about rejecting labels and choosing to be the first and only Benjamin Šeško. By choosing Manchester United, he closed a circle that began with a boy watching his dad play in a small Slovenian town. His journey proves that it doesn't matter how small your town is or how big your dream seems. With work and self-belief, anything is possible. The Slovenian boy who once dreamt of Manchester United is finally home. What comes next is yet to be written, but for Benjamin Šeško, the dream is now real, and the world is about to find out what the kid from RB can do on the grandest stage. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to give it a like. It really helps the channel grow. And if you want more football stories like this, hit the subscribe button and tap the notification bell so you never miss the next one.